My best friend called me at 2 a.m., shaking and saying he messed up. I didn't know his mistake would become my secret too. Eli's been my best friend since we were 7. He was the loud one, the risk taker, the kid who jumped from rooftops into snowbanks just to see if he could. I was the one holding the flashlight, ready to patch him up after. That's how it always was. Eli acting first, me following close behind, trying to keep him from breaking completely. Even as adults, that never changed. He worked construction jobs off and on. I worked nights at a print shop. We didn't talk about the future much. With Eli, everything was about now. Then one night, I got a call. His voice was shaking so badly I almost didn't recognize it. "Can you come?" he said. "Please, don't ask questions." Something in his tone made my stomach twist. I grabbed my keys and drove across town, headlights cutting through the empty streets. When I found him, he was standing in a grocery store parking lot next to his car, hands trembling, eyes wide, breathing too fast. The front bumper was cracked, the side mirror hanging by a wire. "Eli, what happened?" He just shook his head. "I don't know. He came out of nowhere." He swallowed hard. "Someone was walking by the road. I tried to swerve. I stared at him, waiting for him to say they're okay, but he didn't." "Did you call the cops?" "No." His voice cracked. "I panicked. I drove off. I just needed to think." For a long moment, all I could hear was the hum of the streetlight above us. Then he whispered, "Please, man, just help me fix the car." Nobody saw. Every instinct in me screamed don't, but I couldn't leave him there. Not Eli. So I helped. We duct taped the mirror, wiped the blood from the fender with an old rag, drove his car to my garage. He promised he'd go to the police in the morning. I wanted to believe him. The next morning, I turned on the news while making coffee. A reporter stood by flashing police lights, talking about a hit and run on the road. The victim was in critical condition. The vehicle, dark blue sedan, cracked mirror, front end damage. My stomach dropped. When I called Eli, he didn't answer. Hours later, he texted, "It's fine. Don't worry." I stared at those words until the letters blurred, like the whole thing was just a bad dream. Days passed, then weeks. Eli started acting normal again, showing up at my place, cracking jokes, talking about the game. He even fixed his car, new paint job and all. But every time I looked at him, I saw that night, the rag in my hand, the blood that wouldn't wash off. At work, I jumped every time a siren passed, every time wondering if the person survived, if they had family waiting by a hospital bed, asking why no one had come forward. Sometimes Eli caught me staring and said, "You're a real one, you know that?" Most people would have ratted me out. He said it like a compliment, but it felt like a chain tightening around my throat. The investigation stayed on the news for a while, then it faded. Just another story that never got solved. The victim didn't make it. That's how they phrased it. Didn't make it. After that, I couldn't sleep. One night, Eli came over with beer, grinning like old times. "Relax," he said. "Nobody's looking. We're good." I didn't answer, because we weren't good. He laughed, clapped my shoulder. "Hey, secrets between brothers, right?" That's when I realized it wasn't gratitude anymore. It was control. The lie bound us together, and neither of us could escape it without destroying the other. Now it's been 3 months. I still haven't told anyone. The case file probably sits in a drawer somewhere, waiting for someone brave enough to speak up. Sometimes, when I drive home at night, headlights flash in my rearview mirror, and my chest tightens. I half expect sirens. I half hope for them. Eli calls once in a while, still laughing, still the same. I answer every time. I don't know why. Maybe because losing him would mean admitting what we did. Maybe because after all these years, I don't know who I am without him. Eli's lie became mine, and now I live every day waiting for the moment it finally tells itself.